Versailles had its own satanic panic in the 17th century? Let's get into it. In 1675, a series of mysterious deaths and disappearances began to draw attention from the authorities. Specifically, a marquise, Madame de Brinvilliers, was discovered to have poisoned her two brothers and father so she could ride off into the sunset with her lover with the family fortune in hand. The sensational trial set off a full-fledged panic. It was pretty much unheard of for nobility to commit crimes like this. The king was already pretty paranoid. He was worried about being assassinated, but this drove that deep-seated fear up a few notches. He also began cracking down on an underground network of fortune tellers and alchemists in Paris. Some of these people confessed to a wide variety of crimes, such as holding seances, selling aphrodisiacs, love potions, and inheritance powders, which we know today by the good old term of arsenic. However, many of these confessions were provided during prolonged torture sessions, so maybe not the most reliable. Among the people arrested during this time was fortune teller Madame La Faucon. She claimed that her client list included several prominent members of the French court, and her daughter later claimed that Madame de Montespan, the king's mistress, had regularly visited her mother. She accused Montespan of attending black masses. Her infants were sacrificed on an altar as she prayed to keep Louis's love. Historians believe that this accusation was either greatly exaggerated or entirely fabricated, but to many members of the French nobility, this claim seemed reasonable. Montespan was past her prime, and everyone knew that she was losing her grip on that chief mistress position. She was also known for being really jealous and conniving, so it wasn't beyond comprehension that she would do pretty much anything to gain favor over her rivals. Because of Voisin's confessions, the king revived a 16th century witchcraft court. This court investigated over 400 people, with 34 sentenced to death for sorcery and poisoning. A wide range of people were accused across classes and professions, but of course, nobles often escaped punishment. And though the king didn't seem to believe any of the rumors about Montespan, she lost most of her hard-earned power at court, and many experts mark the affair of the poisons as her official downfall as chief mistress. You know, the affair of the poisons is really interesting because there's like magic and intrigue, but it also helped shape the course of history. It fueled public suspicion of the monarchy, making nobility and the royal family look like a hot mess, and this whole ordeal likely helped push Louis XIV towards his pious second wife, Madame de Maintenon, and transformed Versailles into a more restrained, Christian-centered court. It also led to a crackdown in trading poisonous products, plants, and animals, which laid the groundwork for modern toxicology and the pharmaceutical industry in France.